Hello everyone and welcome back for episode 9 of our Spelunky Let's Play. Our goal again, collect all the stuff, do all the things, get all the characters, go to all the places, see all the stuff. I think I might have said one of those twice, kind of. Anyway, let's jump into things. We've got our player stats menu here, and we've got 34 plays, 34 deaths, 0 wins. That's kind of how it goes. So let's start up another run. What do you say? Oh, did you notice that? Also, there seems to be a little alien character here on my player stats spear. I guess it just sort of randomly picks a trinket for the end of your spears for each one of those things, so maybe it is just totally random. I don't know. I haven't really heard anybody with a real, idea about what was up with that whole fishbone thing on the first run, so it was probably just that, just random stuff. So let us start up adventure mode. Let's pick a character. Well, we've got Meat Boy, we've got Van Helsing or Abraham Lincoln. We've got, I don't know what we have, we don't really have a name for her. Paulina seems like the right name for her. Got our Happy Mailman, got Spelunky Man. We have more characters than I remembered having. Let's play as somebody new. Let's play as Paulina today. Let's see how she does. She looks like she could also work for, the United States Postal Service. I don't know, it just seems like the happy, jolly type of person that could do that. So let's check over to the left here. Yeah, we still just got the one shortcut. Tunnel Man, we're coming for you, man. We're gonna have some stuff sometime, eventually. And we'll roll up a new, I almost said dungeon, a mine, I suppose. And take a stab at it. We're gonna try and be cool, calm, collected, and all of those other C words, I guess. We'll see if that actually works out. I'm not sure. Get it? We'll see if that actually works out. Anyway. I'm just going to be as careful as I can, try not to get frustrated or salty or any of that, and we'll see if we can maybe somehow rustle up a shotgun or something, because I think that's when I have the best chance for success. That and when I stack health, which is also a thing I don't really do nearly enough. It looks like a very gold-rich level here. I should probably try and capitalize on that as best I can. I want to roll with this rock here. It's going to make me a rolling rock. But I do have the idea in my head that maybe if there's an idol here, I could make that rock roll. We got Monty below. I saw him. We're going to try and grab him. I want to make sure, though, that I get every bit of gold that I can in case I can make a black market run. It always helps. Oh, we got a scorpion in there. Not happy about how that just turned out. I didn't even need to fight him. And I chose to engage. Oh, now we've got a spider. Alright, all of a sudden this run is starting to look a little bit less viable. I'm going to forego any sort of restarts, though, because I think that sort of aids in impatience. And I think maybe the reason I got myself into this position in the first place was because I wasn't being careful enough. So if I start over, I'm going to then set the precedent that every time things don't go well, I'm not going to try and stick with it, and I don't want to necessarily do that. Sorry, whip the dog. Didn't mean to. Alright, Monty, you're going to be safe and sound in just a minute here, I believe. Provided the spider does not provide any more guff for me. If you could fall down this hole again, Spider Bro, that would be pretty helpful. He's not coming down here, though. There he is. Alright, we're through. Let's push... Oh, okay, this'll work. Actually, I could push this here. Oh, but then I'm gonna have to... Nope, I can just push the block in the other direction to get back out. I like this arrangement. We should do this more often. Alright, I'm gonna make sure I get this rock, and then we're gonna bounce, I believe, because there's nothing else worth doing over here. I didn't really see any crates, didn't see any opportunities for advancing my equipment. So let's not linger. Eventually, I'll probably do some sort of a special, gold farming run. I really want to test my abilities. Oh, look, a secret character. I always do enjoy finding those. Oh, look, a snake. That was really dumb. And an arrow trap, and I'm dead. I have this really terrible tendency of dying in front of secret characters. I don't know what that's about. I've done it already once today. This is the second time I've done it today. The other time was in the challenge run, I believe, or some sort, maybe not a challenge run, but in the run of... runs that I was doing, the episode of runs, the stream of runs, that's the word, on the NLSS, where I was looking for just sort of passing time while we were waiting for somebody to finish up their run, and I was just doing a regular old adventure run. That wasn't on this save, though. Kind of want to go maybe mess with this rock and see if I can maybe get to this crate. Well, I mean, not see if I can, I know I can. but I want to get every opportunity I can, including those bombs. That was a really silly move, the way I just sort of fell down and almost got hit by that snake. You know, it's worth giving up one bomb when you can come back and get 3. Net gain of 2 bombs, not bad, not bad. What do we have going on the left? There is a gold brick there. I'd love to go check that out. And, well, I'm not sure why I thought I hadn't set off that arrow trap, considering the arrow was sitting right there. I think something goes a little screwy with my cognitive function when I start playing this after a long day of streaming. Regardless, it's still a lot of fun, so it doesn't really bother me all that much. I don't really get too fatigued of Spelunky in some ways, but I do get fatigued of it in other ways. I kind of need to figure out what I mean by that, because that's sort of a weird nebulous thing to say. So when I do streams of it and stuff, like, I play it for a while, I feel like, yeah, okay, things are going great, but then I have a bunch of bad runs. And I think probably everybody sympathizes with this feeling that, like, you know, you have a few bad runs, you get kind of frustrated, you want to hurry up, you want to just, you know, move things along to get back to the part where you failed at. And somewhere in that feeling, you sort of lose touch with the fact that you need to really just take the game easy and go a little bit slow at a time. Let's just leave. This area's not going to help me out. And, okay, so in the short sense, yes, you can get frustrated with Spelunky, you get a little bit, you know, impatient, you want to hurry up, but then in the longer term sense, when you play Spelunky, it feels like, no, you mean, you just start playing runs again, and after a while, you give it a little bit of a rest break, and the game's appeal, long-lasting appeal, I mean, does not diminish no matter how frustrated I get with it. Whereas something like Dark Souls for a while, you know, I had a few terrible runs of S&O over there, and I ended up feeling like I was in a position where I was not going to ever make progress, and therefore I felt like I just didn't want to play it anymore. And, you know, I actually gave up playing Dark Souls for a couple of months before I picked it up and finally summoned some people and was able to beat them. That was my very first time through, though. So what do I pick in this situation? Well, we've got a lot of very viable items here, with the exception being the web gun. Bomb box for 10k, great deal. Matic 7k, not a bad deal either. Compass 4k, all good. I'm gonna go with the bomb box because it maximizes my opportunities of getting the most stuff in the most situations. So the Matic, it's a great item. It's a great item. I never want to not get the Matic if I can, but it means I have to hold the thing the whole time, and that could be a little inconvenient for me. Sometimes it's more sensible than other times. Probably didn't need to come in here. Let's actually exit. There isn't really anything going on over here. Kind of wanted the compass as well. It certainly makes life a lot easier if you ever end up with a cape and, you know, the climbing gloves or something in the ice caves. You just sort of float your way down to each exit. Oh, that was a wasted opportunity. Now the question is, do I bother going back to the left? I'm going to say no. I'm just not going to squander my rope situation because, you know, it's doing okay so far. So what are we, 3 for 3 on Monty's? I kind of forgot. Or, yeah, this is the third one. Sorry, 2 for 2? I don't know. I don't really pay attention when I'm playing. I just go into autopilot mode. It's pretty weird, actually. I don't know why I thought I could hit that spider. It's like not a chance in hell that I was going to hit that spider. I was just like, yeah, it's Hail Mary. Just throw it, see what happens. I do that a lot, actually. Okay, there's another spider. I'm not really that interested in talking to him. Maybe we could work out a little bit of a paste situation here. That would be lovely. Oh, we've got the Ujet Eye available. This is a very difficult spot to try and nail a proper bomb throw. I'm going to hope that right around here provides the arc necessary. Alright, it did, but okay, that was really lucky. I almost messed that up. Very, very lucky. Yeah, so if the spider would have jumped in a little bit different timing, I would have lost my bomb there and not gotten anything from it. The spider probably would have come at me, and things would not have worked out. There's not a lot of, you know, exact science when it comes to spider throwing in the realm of getting the paste. Alright, so we've got a rock, we've got an Ujet Eye, we've got about 10, 11k gold. No, couldn't really hit that, but we needed to trigger that arrow trap anyway. Let's toss this pot over. No, nothing in there. That isn't exactly how I meant to do that drop. I kind of wanted to drop a little bit more controlled than that. Now that I have the Ujet Eye, I can see all the stuff in the walls. Kind of makes me wish I had that Matic, but, you know, I didn't have sufficient gold for that to be realistic at the time. Almost got hit with some shrapnel there. That could have been, you know, what is that, another 1 or 2 more damage off of my total. And what is the Monty situation? I just heard him a second ago there. Is he up above? Yeah, there he is. Any chance I can reach him? No, I'm going to need assistance in the form of a rope. I should probably be a little careful here, though. My time is running short. My internal ghost clock it's ticking down little by little. So can we drop Monty down here? I think we can. They don't want to necessarily be done with this area yet. I was thinking about possibly going down here after this box, but I don't know if it's worth it. Alright, let's live large. Let's go down. I gotta hurry, though. I don't have a lot of time for this. I have so many bombs, I figure, you know, I might as well get the gems. And there's a whole lot of gems here that we should be able to capitalize on. Now, I don't want to get stranded in here and have the ghost come. That would be a pretty bad day. Oh, it's a parachute. That was not really worth it. And here's the ghost. We should have enough time to grab this, drop a rope, forget that one gold ingot, and let's just hasten our way to the exit. It's all the way on the other side of the room, so thankfully I think we're going to be okay. Well, I do want Monty, though. Monty, please don't mess with me here. Don't have a lot of time for this. Alright, grab the rock and leave. Whew, that had my heart beating into my throat a little bit. Is that a thing? Is that the feeling when you get, like, a lot of intense anxiety all of a sudden, and it's like you feel like your heart's beating out of your chest, but, like, it jumps up into your throat a little bit. Oh, jeez. And what just happened? Okay, that went really poorly. There's a bat still coming at me here. Well, actually, all things considered, that actually didn't go all that badly. It could have been worse. The parachute actually helped me for once, which is a very rare feat. The parachute is almost always completely pointless. There's an idol. Oh, there's a spider on my head. There goes another damage. And with the bat, I kind of want to go down there and grab that. Let's do it. Live large again. And I'm setting a precedent for this run. Okay, more ropes. No problem. I do want to grab the torch, though. Going down here without it seems a little silly to me. Alright, let's grab this chest. I was hoping there would be some scarabs hanging out. We haven't seen really any of those yet. Throw! Oh, by throw, I didn't mean throw the game. Crap. Alright, hope there's no spikes here. Let's jump to the left. Okay, we're good. No spiders. Okay, we got the red light district over here with a captive Monty, and I don't think any scarabs at all. Pretty unfortunate. This is a kind of a rough dark level, actually. I've certainly seen easier ones. Anything above us? Oh, I can't really tell. Got a skeleton there that almost tried to get me. Whip this pot. Oh, well, at least we get an emerald out of it. That's fine. Anything else up here worth bothering with? Doesn't really look like it. There's gotta be some more stuff on this level, because this has been so bad. I don't think I really want to take the time to figure it out. Right? Because if I go up there, I'm just going to waste more ropes. I don't really know what there is. I'm probably going to have another spider land on my head. Let's just leave. I got a rock. Rocks are good. I like rocks. Let's go on to the jungle. Alright, now we've got some shopkeeper business. Oh, I'm pretty well stocked up on bombs. I guess I could really just get another one of these. What else am I going to use my gold for, right? We got 14 bombs. That means I can continue to use them somewhat wastefully. Let's drop one on this wall here. That will blow us through to the other side, and now we've got Monty, which I want to be very careful of how I handle this situation. Well, I missed that. If I botch this jump, I could just land right in the man-trap's mouth. Not exactly how I want things to go. Let's not do that. Alright, this situation down here is not looking the most promising. I am going to have to cross back over in this direction, and we'll deal with this frog bro. Alright, he's going to jump his way all the way down. I'm cool with that. He gets out of the way. Hopefully he can't jump up high enough to get into our business down here. Okay, cool. I got a boomerang man below. I'd love to grab that boomerang, but at the same time, got a Monty to worry about. I'm going to have to knock that boomerang out of his hand, though. Where's our exit? I wish I had the compass again. Oh, we've got a big old spider. Frog. I could toss a bomb onto his head, most likely. So I've got the paste. That should be something I can pull off, I believe. I wish I had spike shoes. Now, man, I wish I had all the items. I don't have all the items. What am I going to do? Where's our exit? It's got to be over here on the left. Oh, props, by the way, for everybody recommending going back to the worm at some point, because I didn't get the, excuse me, the Chris knife. I totally forgot about that while I was in there. I should probably address that point, because a lot of people reminded me about it. I will do it eventually to complete it on my journal, but for now, you know, no reason to bother endangering myself over it. You know, it is a nice thing to have, but I'm not overly worried. So let's see if we can toss a bomb at this frog, maybe. There we go. pretty much a perfect shot. Landed right on his face. And we've killed him. We've killed the boomerang man. Now we can grab this. Oh, we got still some frogs that are up in arms. Oh, watch out. Alright, let's grab this gold, and let's try and boomerang these frog bros. Alright, that was a little bit of a lucky jump at the last moment there. I think we're going to get out of here. This place is starting to give me the heebie-jeebies. Yeah, we made a nice recovery there. I think that could have gone worse at the last moment. Kisses for Monty. And another dark level. Look at this. This is wonderful news. Well, this one at least seems to have some scarabs on it, so that's a positive. I see a couple already. I'm not sure where the frogs are at, but I heard one pop off in just a little bit over here a second ago. Guess I must have blown him up, or hit him with the boomerang or something. See if we can blow through the floor here, and maybe take our torch down. I'd really love to get all this extra gold. Yeah, I think we can do it. I think there's a few of these. We should be in a position where maybe we could just pick them up. Not have to worry too much. Yeah, this is actually a really nice spot for scarabs. I kind of want to grab this Monty as well. Let's place a bomb right around here. Jump across for safety. I think I was just showered in some gold. Not a bad thing, I suppose. There is a mattock down there. Another lovely thing. Can frogs jump through tree branches? I feel like probably no. I just want to grab this little ingot, and then we can get out. And we'll drop our torch down, and hopefully that won't bother anyone. Alright, that actually lit something. That's terrific news. Oh, that was too far of a fall. Crap. Okay, save the dog. Okay, gotta put the dog down. Whip the bat. Grab the dog. And what's the positioning here with this mattock? Can I bother it? Oh, geez, we got an exploding frog. Can't go over there. Where is our torch? Did I lose it? Did it fall all the way down? Oh, it must have fallen in the water, unfortunately. So that means we're flying blind at this point. Let's dive over here, hope for the best. Please don't be spikes below me, I can't see that far. Oh, man trap almost just killed me. There's an altar. Well, since I'm here... Sorry, Monty, I got a cape out of it. Let's just hope I don't squander the cape in one move. Oh, I did. I absolutely did. That was totally stupid. It's freaking ridiculous, man. When you lose your torch, what are you going to do about that? I'm sorry, I'm a little bit frustrated by how some of these runs turn out. There wasn't a whole lot skill-wise that I could have done to increase my chances there. I mean, I felt like we were having a pretty good run, actually, aside from those last few moments. And, you know, the skill factor, yes, I could have not fallen on the man trap, absolutely. I saw it. But just by the same virtue of how things turned out... Oh, come on, really? That doesn't set it off? That's frustrating. Okay, so by how those things turned out, I could have just as easily fallen on the man trap before. And you saw I sort of like held myself back at the last second. That's how I expected to have died. Essentially the same thing. It just, you know, chipped over that edge for whatever reason. I didn't mean to. So, let's not get too dark levels next time, and maybe things will go more smoothly for us. I don't know. Can I... Is there anything I can throw through that? I mean, other than a rope? Nope. Nope, on the rope. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of gems in this level, which is kind of a nice start. Means that we might actually want to try for an Ankh run. Again, not to be too presumptuous here, I really probably shouldn't be doing Ankh runs, considering I haven't actually beat Olmec, the traditional first end boss. And General D-Bag, for the most part. Can you please come over here, Bat, please? Just, let's move things along. Thank you. Alright, so we're gonna grab this pot and toss it. We got an emerald inside. I should have thrown it through this arrow trap so I can get those 3 gold bricks. I did not. That was my mistake, and I guess we'll just go on from there. This is why I like having, you know, an occasional rope or extra rock around. You know, I just like to carry one for just such an occasion. We've got extra ropes here, though. Maybe I should grab one of these rope piles. They're pretty cheap, actually, for what they give you. Pitcher's mitt, not always the most useful item. I mean, sometimes it is, but for the most part, I like having the arc on my throws. Had a bunch of people recommend that I try throwing, or rather whipping my whip as I go through arrow traps, in case that's going to help me with getting out of some of these sticky situations where I feel like I have no items. You know, I hear ya, but I don't think I'm ready to just do that out of the blue. I want to have a little bit more practice. The Excuse me, that web should intercept that arrow, but the arrow's already been sprung. Nothing to worry about there then. Grabbed a gold ingot, and what's below us? I see a crate. A ruby, and a bunch of stuff on our left. Is there an access point for Monty? It doesn't look like it, which means that I would actually have to burn a couple of bombs, and I'm not even sure how to get the second bomb up to him. So maybe Monty is not really the most accessible dog today. Hey look, first time I've had the machete. On the save anyway. Another item that it's like, it's kind of useful in certain situations, but for the most part the machete is kind of like, eh. It's like, okay, I can hit stuff, but I could hit stuff before with my whip. This just does a lot more damage. Which, not that I'm fighting against that, I mean having more damage is great. But at the same time, you know, it's an item I have to carry, which means that I can't carry a secondary item. But I can also drop it, which is kind of useful, so it means as long as I have it, I don't have to worry about rocks. And I have potentially a lot more offense. But what kind of things do I want to use with more offense? I want to sometimes, you know, kill a spider, and for that I do, you know, bombs. Sometimes I want to kill a giant frog to get spring shoes, and I use bombs for that. Sometimes I want to kill a yeti. Well, I would probably want a shotgun for that. That's probably, or bombs, I guess. Kind of always comes back to bombs. Sometimes I want to kill a shopkeeper, probably bombs. No, probably not bombs. Probably a shotgun or a freeze ray in that case. So in a way, just because it is such a close range item, I don't really see all that much use for it. But, you know, like I said, there's a couple instances where, given a little bit of desperation, it might turn out to be a lucky find. Yeah, like scorpions. Scorpions I don't mind using this on, because you can just sneak up behind them and whack them once with the machete, and they're done. So, you know, it's perfect for those sorts of mobs that are not overly aggressive or don't tend to run at you as fast. I mean, these guys do, but they have, they turn around. So that is a factor for them. How do I deal with this problem? I guess I want to go down over here. I should bomb my way through this, but if I bomb through this, the scorpion's inevitably going to attack me, so I have to try and catch the scorpion when he turns around. And maybe we can get both of these things all at once. Oh, well, didn't work. But I guess I don't need to bother him. Okay, well, you get to live today, Mr. Scorpion. You don't even know how much danger you were in. Twice, in fact, because I was going to machete you, and I also tried to kill you with a bomb. If I fall in that pit, I'm going to have to burn a rope, so I want to make sure I don't do that. Look at all of this junk over here on the right, everything in the world. So I have to try and hope that I guess I can get through this with enough bombs. I guess I can get through with two. 2 bombs and a rope, unfortunately. I don't think this is really all that good. Well, I was going to have to burn a rope anyway. Let's drop the bomb here, climb up. And we've got what's in the crate. Ah, parachute. That sucks. Oh, well, we've got more gems and stuff. Let's use another bomb. Trading all of my bombs here in the hopes that I will find a shopkeeper with a bomb box or something. It's a bit of a gamble. Alright, let's drop Monty off, and then we'll have to come back and grab key. Do a little bit of quick running back and forth here, and I guess I can try and grab the machete again. Mom's machete. Is that a thing? I keep getting stuck with these little, like, edges and stuff where I want to just jump through and it doesn't quite work out. Alright, there we go. I guess we're just about good to go then. All that's over here is hired help. And we're talking about some pretty ingenious ways to use the hired help, you know, to carry extra items through. If you want to go to the City of Gold and stuff, you know, because you can't actually bring, like, a mining pick or, like, a plasma cannon, any of those things that you could use to blow up all the walls easily, other than just tons and tons and tons of bombs. Since you have to bring the scepter through, that's really the key that opens up the door, aside from the hedge-it, of course, which it's a long process, but I've described it already in the past. We were discussing all of that stuff, and it just seemed like, I guess if you could pull that off, then, yeah, you really deserve it. Alright, here's the gamble. This is a rough gamble, but there is a shop down there. Let's go for the shop first, just because I can pretty much guarantee there's going to be some bombs in there. Can't guarantee it as much if I go the other way. It's probably going to just screw me and end up being ropes, which in this case, didn't really want. Oh, this is a really risky throw. I'm going to have to... Oh, actually, no, I can kill this dude first. There we go. Guaranteed paste. Now let's hope I have something to use that paste on. Yes, okay, cool. We've got a bomb box. This is great. Alright, we're back in business with 12 bombs. Why stop there, right? We've got 36 more. Let's just... Yeah, let's use it. So now I want to go back up, because we've got plenty of resources. If I could pull some climbing gloves, I'd be pretty happy about that. Let's drop this in here, that should open the way, and a whole bunch of gems. And we've just about made back all the money we just spent on the second purchase. Oh, and another bomb bag, holy crap. Totally worth it, I would say. We come up very bomb rich, and not all that much less gold. So we're going to make our way down into the left where there seems to be even more gold. We've got the Jedi. We're definitely on par to go for an Ankh run if we wanted to. Just gotta not, like, jump on some spikes. Or like a man trap. Both of those things would be really ideal for me, and I just seem to have so much trouble doing them. Oh man, there's freaking crates everywhere. This is like the most generous. Look at there's 4 crates. We got one up above. Oh, there's dynamite, though. I'm terrified of dynamite. If you haven't noticed already, I don't like to go near it. Stuff just explodes for no reason. It's like shopkeepers. They're just ready to... Oh, geez. That was terrifying. And there's another crate. This is the most ridiculous thing. If there was... Oh, man, I might as well use some bombs here. If there was a Matic in there, that would have been the perfect thing to cap off what is starting to be already a pretty incredible-looking run. And now I've sealed my fate, saying it was an incredible-looking run. I'm definitely going to have to die in a moment. Yep, well, there's the first damage. Things are going to kick in. And, oh, looks like we've now got a ghost situation. I guess I could just go grab the machete and just run to the eggs. Oh, jeez, get out. That was risky. I almost backed off, and if I would have backed off, that would have definitely resulted in me messing around with trying to get on the other side of the ghost, and then probably just dying. Alright, so I'm in a bit of an OP position here where I've got a lot of bombs, so I'm going to use them pretty frequently. We're going to sort of bend the level to our will in the hopes of accruing even more money. And more Monties, of course. The more Monties, the merrier, in my estimation. Let's see if we can maybe bomb to get this Emerald and the dog. Emerald and the dog. A pretty chill band, if I've ever heard one. It's like ska, I guess? My temptation is to go after that. Oh, I don't trust myself, though. I kind of need to go through here, but this is a really awkward spot. Okay, don't fall through. Okay, good. That was really nerve-wracking, actually, because I have a lot of trouble with those sorts of transitions. Alright, wait for that to go. Grab the gold, get out. 56,000. This is shaping up to be a very nice gold run. Let's jump over here first. Cross that. Alright, looks like all kinds of fishies, any kind of danger. Well, I kind of wanted to bomb through there, but then again, let's just leave it alone. Not looking for trouble. Sometimes trouble finds me, though. Actually, sometimes I've been looking for trouble, I'll admit it. I don't like doing it, though, but it's a habit I need to get out of, I guess. Alright, blowing up the frog. Everybody's cool, everybody's cool. We've got a monkey, another frog. Monkey's gonna take something from me, and I'm gonna crush his skull in, and we were just going to casually run up here and grab whatever's in this crate. More ropes! So we are looking very, very good from a resource position. Do I have any sort of offensive weapon that I might be able to use here to help our odds? Doesn't look like it. Anything up above? There's a bit of gold stuck in the wall here. No, we're just gonna pretend that never happened and keep moving. Probably should have taken a rocker, that pot or something with me, but I didn't do it. Alright, check the skull. We're safe. Caveman over here, he's probably going to run at me. Yep, that's fine. He's in a pit. He can't do much about it. Anything to our left? Oh, we've got a bunch of gems here. That's lovely. Let's grab those. And what do we have below us? A little weird fortification, it looks like. Let's just not bother the caveman. No reason to poke the bear, right? And let's just hop on down to this little platform. We won't take any fall damage. I see what looks like a honeycomb full of bees. Alright, that's exciting news. Well, I don't know if that's good or bad yet. We will find out. Very high chance of me killing myself in this position. It's happened before. I see this opportunity. Oh, geez, here we go. Already got to be on top of the bee. If I have any kind of chance to get out of here alive. It's just, oh, they move so erratically, and if I miss the jump, I'm going to fall way further than I want to. Alright, so far so good. I kind of need to just stick some bombs. Yes! Oh, God! Oh, You're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me, game. What are you doing? Didn't I have like 6 health? A bomb can kill you from that? Did I have 6? Maybe I'm just hallucinating. I thought I had more health maybe than I did. That was just absolutely stupid. One bad jump there cost me the difference between having like over 10 health or being dead. Like, just because I didn't react fast enough. That's the worst. So this is one of those instances where the frustration will start to build on you, where you're having that was a pretty fantastic run. I don't think I could have asked for much more than that, and then it all came tumbling down because of a frickin' beehive that I saw coming, knew it was there, knew what the risks were, knew how to handle them for the most part, and a manner of just minor botched execution when it came to a jump there was what cost me that entire run. Anyway, leave me your comments and let me know what you thought of that. I assume there will be a lot of face palms and such. I'd probably deservedly so. I wish it didn't go that way. I definitely tried. Maybe next time. And it's just like botched after botched run there. But we'll come back. We'll regroup. Let myself cool down a little bit, and we'll do another run next time. It'll be better somehow. I mean, granted, I don't know that I'm going to have better resources than that. That was really nice, but whatever. We'll deal. So thanks, everybody, for hanging out. As always, if you think you want to leave me some likes, I always appreciate any support of any kind, really. If you want to leave a comment, just say, hey, whatever. I'm good with it. Hopefully you enjoyed this series, or that the series is still continuing. Please do let me know that, of course, as well. And I guess I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks very much for hanging out. Later.